Yo, what's up, fam? So, I've been getting heavy into this investing stuff, and I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from everybody that I talk to that watch my videos and stuff. Hey, keep it going, blah blah blah. So that's what we're gonna keep doing. Now, my challenge for this year is I'm going to get to $100,000 in my bank account by the end of 2021. I think it's manageable and we can do it. And I'm going to be using my 5 different ways of investing to get to that goal by the end of the year. The first way is, as you guys know, I've started getting heavy into the stock market. The way I'm going to do that is following Chris Sain's theories, methods, and stuff like that. If you guys don't know who Chris Sain is, he's just a guy on YouTube who basically shows all his findings in the economy. He's been doing the stock market for like 12 years or something like that, over that, and I watch his videos. He's super interesting. He breaks things down, and he's very personable, and he makes things very understandable, especially for beginners like me. And he had this challenge going on where he made $100,000 in the stock market in a year. I'm going to follow his methods in terms of purchasing in the stock market. And there's certain rules and stuff that he has in place that he always follows that makes it easier to get results in the stock market. So here are the rules of Chris Sain's challenge. Basically, you have to follow the stocks that he picks. He has a certain amount of stocks that he goes with, and you follow them as close to a T as you can, and you'll get the results that he gets. He makes $500 to $2,000-ish worth of purchases of stocks every 2 weeks, and so I'm gonna start in the 500 round. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to make it 500, and if I start seeing a lot of success, maybe I'll increase that by the end of the year. Maybe not. I might keep it the same. But $500 put in the stocks every 2 weeks. Get 125 shares minimum of whatever companies that he's talking about. Try and get there. So currently I have a few stocks, but I don't have 125 of any company that I'm invested in right now. And so these 500 that I'll be using every 2 weeks will be put into getting myself into a position to buy those 125 shares of each company. Make moves based on his choice. So whether it's buying this stock, buy it at this price. If it's selling it at this price, and don't stray from it. He really preaches not to chase. Let it get to the place we want it and make the money off of the ways that he tells us to make the money, because that's how it's going to work. I'm currently starting in the stock market with $1,050. That's how much I started with. Actually, at the I think like January 1st, I already started doing his challenge on January 1st. And I bought the stocks he said to buy with whatever money I had in the stock market. And it's made me like $60 already, $65-ish already. Which is like, if you think about it, that's like 6.5%. So, $65 isn't a lot, but if you look at it in terms of the ratio of how much money you have, then 6.5% increase of whatever money you had in 1 week is pretty good. And so we can go ahead and go over his portfolio. These are like the current stocks that he has. And that we're trying to get to 125 shares of each in each company. So we have Neo, Uber, Canopy Growth, Starbucks, Disney, AMD, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Nike, Tesla, At Home, Plug Power, Switchback Energy, DraftKings, Fuel Cell Energy, Morgan Stanley, Hyliion, Apex Technologies, Macy's, American Airlines, Carnival, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Dropbox, Golden Nugget Online Gaming, and Airbnb. The companies that I have here with asterisks next to it, those are the companies that I actually have shares in right now. Of course, not 125 yet, but I will get there. The next thing that I'm investing in is Acorns. Now that's basically the pocket change investment that I talked to you about in the other video. And so what you can do here is, let's say you make a purchase for $1.50. You can opt in to having it take, rounding that up to $2, and taking that other 50 cents and putting it in your Acorns account. And you can do that for every purchase. And you can also set up recurring investments into your Acorns account, such as like, oh, maybe I want to put in $5 a week, $10 a week, $20 a week. So currently, let's say if I look at my portfolio, it said I started this back in, the beginning of December, maybe the end of November, I think. Maybe somewhere in that range, November, December range. I put in $10 every Monday. And I put in all my roundups. So if we click on roundups right now, It'll show how many times you've invested those roundups. That's how many purchases I've made since, like November, whatever time I started. And actually, we can scroll down and see when I started. And obviously, there's a ton. Oh, okay. So I started it in the end of October, actually. And it's when I made all these purchases right here. So like you can see, for example, like here, go to ramen, or even Torchy's Tacos. I spent, $19.33. It rounds up to $20, takes that 67 cents and puts it in your Acorns account. And then I have it set up to where, so let's go ahead and go back. I have it set up to where $10 every single Monday. You can change that amount to whatever you want, minimum of $5 investment. Right now I have it at 10. If I start seeing a lot of success and stuff like that, then I'll go ahead and increase it to 20. But right now that's looking pretty good for money that you didn't even realize was there because you're not really paying attention to it. Now next we have my Bitcoin investment. So I put in about $100 worth of Bitcoin back when Bitcoin was at like $17,000 or $18,000 a share, right? It's currently at $40,819 a share, give or take. It does fluctuate a lot, but it's been on this skyrocket trail since I first bought it. And I started doing the recurring investments where I would put in $10 every week. So it would be like on Monday, I put in $10 into Acorns, but on Tuesday I put $10 into Bitcoin, and I might start increasing that as well. But you can see, like, if I show you how much I currently have in Bitcoin, so you can get a sense of how much profit I've made from it going up like that. I started putting it in back in November. I bought some blah 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 back in November, December. Then I sold it all because I didn't really know too much about it. I started doing a little bit more research and whatever. I put that money that I took out back in. So that's 68 right there. I added 12 into it, so that's what, 80 plus this, that's 105, 115, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. That's $185 total that I had in it. Now, if you look at my profit currently, it's over at $370 something, $372. So that's like 200% profit on what I made, because the money that I had in it essentially doubled because I put it in at 17, 18, 19,000, and now it's over 40,000. So all I'm thinking now is, wow, I should put more in, but that's fine. So I'm gonna keep making investments like that into Bitcoin, and we're gonna just see what happens. Next, I have my Wealthfront account. Now, Wealthfront is basically an automated, it's kind of like a brokerage. It has like a brokerage part, but it also has like a checking account part. And what I do is I put my savings account into my Wealthfront account now. And it can take a certain amount of money and it can automatically invest it for you into whatever, means you can determine like what, how like aggressive you want to invest and stuff like that. So we can look and see, like, my risk score is a 9. That means I'm a pretty aggressive investor. And so it splits your money up into certain things. Like, out of the first $500 that I put into it, it put 186 in US stocks, 150 in foreign stocks, 52 in emerging markets, 66 in dividend growth stocks. It put 52 in municipal bonds, and it kept $6 worth of cash. So every 2 weeks, I think I put $100 into here. And I also have my checking account through here. And the reason why I switched my checking account, this to be my primary checking account, is because of the APY percentage on this is huge compared to my other bank. My other bank was at like 0.08%. This one's at 0.35. And so I might as well have my money, working for me while it's in here. See, it's already building up a cent worth of interest while it's sitting here. Now I only have $150 in here. So now my paychecks from my day job will start going into here. And that's where I can go ahead and split it off. And okay, $500 in the stock market. I can put $100 into my investments account out here. I put $10 into Bitcoin, $10 into Acorns, whatever else I want to do with the other money. Those are the 5 investment strategies I'm going to be using. I'll probably make a video like this, if not every week, probably every 2 weeks, and it's just going to be my updates on what I've done differently, how much profit I'm making, and we'll see what happens. Thanks you guys for supporting me. I really appreciate it. And if I help you at all, or if I put you on something that you need to listen to, such as like Sain or Bitcoin or something like that, just keep on supporting. I'm rooting for everybody, and thanks for watching.